Hey, what's up everyone? This is Nick at BarBend.com. Today I am trying out this meal replacement powder called Queal. Queal is short for Quick Meal. It's a Dutch company. The product is based with Scottish oats, maltodextrin, which is made from corn, whey protein, and soy flour. Comes in a few different varieties. They've got a lower calorie version, a higher protein version, they've got a vegan version. This here is the standard version. Comes in 7 different flavors. I've got awesome apple pie here. And the idea is that one serving is 700 calories, and I'm meant to mix, 5 scoops with 350 milliliters of cold water. So let's see how that tastes. Wow, that's really good. It's pretty thick. I mean, again, there's 5 scoops of product in just 350 milliliters of water, but that's really surprising how good it is. It's also really worth pointing out there's no artificial flavors in this. There is some artificial sweetener. There's a little bit of sucralose, but there's no artificial flavors. That's just natural aromas put into this. So it's really, I mean, this is meant to taste like an apple pie, right? Awesome apple pie, and it tastes like cinnamon and pie pastry and apple. I'm very impressed. So let's get a quick look at this nutrition label, which goes side to side like that, so it's a little bit tough to read, but in one serving, it's 700 calories, which is obviously a lot, but it comes in 5 scoops, so it's very easy to split that up into smaller servings if you like, which I really liked. So one serving, 5 scoops, 700 calories. In that, you're going to get 49 grams of protein, 79 grams of carbohydrates with 14 grams of fiber and 8 grams of sugar. And then you're going to get 18 grams of fat, a little bit over 5 grams of saturated fat, 6.2 grams of polyunsaturated fat, 6.7 grams of monounsaturated fat, and you're also going to get 55% of your daily cholesterol, which is pretty significant, but it is worth emphasizing that in a normal meal you have during a day, that's probably going to be like 700 calories. So it's not an insane amount of calories when you take into account the fact this is meant to be a replacement for an actual meal. So on a micronutrient basis, you have just about every vitamin and mineral you can get here. There's 27 if you're including sodium, which a lot of people don't, but that is a mineral. And you're getting about 30 to 40% of the recommended daily intake of all of these. So there's all the heavy hitters. There's vitamin C, there's calcium, there's vitamin A, there's vitamin D, there's iron. But there's also quite a few nutrients that aren't often included in meal replacement shakes, like things like vitamin K and chloride and chromium. There's no choline in this, but I mean, to be honest, most people don't really care about choline. By and large, it is a very impressive nutrition split. So as far as the ingredients themselves go, much of it is the vitamins and minerals themselves, which I'm not going to go into. But the first 4 ingredients, as I mentioned, are Scottish oat flour, maltodextrin, which is a carbohydrate made from corn, whey protein, and soy flour. There's also some palm and flaxseed oil, which is probably responsible for the polyunsaturated fats that I mentioned. There's some inulin, which is a prebiotic fiber. It's prebiotic fiber that sort of acts as food for the probiotic bacteria living in your digestive tract, so that it could have some potential digestive health benefits. All those vitamins and minerals. There's some glucose syrup. There's potassium and sodium triphosphate. There's natural aroma, which I think probably is similar to natural flavors. This is a European product, so some of the language is a bit different. There's xanthan gum, which is a thickener and stabilizer. Calcium phosphate, silicon dioxide, and finally sucralose, which is the artificial sweetener also known as Splenda. So this contains soy, gluten, dairy, and may contain egg, so it's not going to be great for people with very sensitive allergies. But yeah, nonetheless, it's a pretty interesting ingredients list just because, as I said earlier, it is very tasty, but there are no artificial flavors. There's also no added sugar either. Now, as far as the price goes, one bag costs $10. You're going to get 3 meals from this, 3 meals of 700 calories. So it's going to be $3.33 per serving. If you get $60 worth of product, you get free shipping. It's a little bit cheaper if you get this thing called a flavor sampler, which is when you get 7 bags of each flavor, and that knocks the price down to like $3.28 per serving. And if you subscribe to regular shipments, you get a discount of like roughly 6% if you're looking to save a bit of money. So let's say about $3.30 per meal. That is a little bit expensive when compared to most meal replacements on a per serving basis, because in my experience, they're mostly like between $2 and $2.50 per serving. But most meal replacements are like 1 to maybe 300 calories. This is a good 700 calories per serving. So on a per calorie basis, this is one of the cheapest meal replacements I've seen. So there were a lot of things that I really liked about Queal. Number one, the taste. This really does legit taste like an apple pie, down to the pastry as well. I really like the flavor. I mean, I haven't tried all of their flavors out there, but I also really like the fact that there are 7 flavors you can choose from, which is going to make it harder to get sick of the product if you decide to, really commit to it. I also really like the price. It's very inexpensive. $3.30-ish for a 700 calorie serving with a lot of vitamins and minerals. That's very, very reasonably priced. In my experience, there are very few other meal replacements that meet that. And then there's that nutrition, super, super nutritious. A lot of meal replacements out there, they will have like 10 vitamins and minerals or something like that. This has 27 and it's got a good amount of each and every one. So I found that really very impressive. So there were a few things you might not be quite so crazy about with this product. Number one, it does have the artificial sweetener sucralose. Now it is the very last ingredient on a very long ingredients list, so there's not very much of it in there, but there are definitely plenty of people out there who try to steer clear of artificial sweeteners, so that's worth pointing out. It does have plenty of allergens. It's got soy, gluten, dairy, and maybe egg, so if you have very sensitive allergies, this isn't gonna be for you. As far as the nutrition goes, I was pretty happy with the macronutrient split. I was pretty happy with the micronutrient split, even though there's no choline, but like whatever. But it is probably worth pointing out, it has 55% of your daily intake of cholesterol in one 700 calorie serving, if that's something that you're watching. And also it says it has 6.2 grams of polyunsaturated fat, and I like that they included that in there, but there's no real information here as to how much of that is omega-3 and how much of that is omega-6, which is something that some people like to track. So I would have liked just a little bit more transparency there. All right, those are my thoughts on Queal, the quick meal replacement powder. For the full review, just Google BarBend plus Queal.